in the morning. One of the things which is very frequently used is the proof of work, right? So we will be discussing about that shortly. But what is the objective of the consensus protocol? Number one is a unified agreement, right? So here there is no centralized party like a bank. We have the check is correct. That is my own check, and I have signatured it. This is my own signature. This is my own photo. All of you, please go on mute. Dr. Padmavati, please mute, please. Okay, thank you. Dr. Padmavati, please go on mute. Thank you. So, unified agreement. In order to go for an unified agreement, we go for a consensus protocol, right? Majority of the party or most of the party should agree for a solution. So another thing is this consensus mechanism ensure that fault tolerant, meaning the fault blockage, the blocks are not added wrongly to the blocks, meaning the wrong blocks are not getting added to the blockchain. Sometimes, the miners, all of you, please go on mute. Geetu Mary George, madam, please go on mute. Please go on mute, ma'am, please. Thank you. So, wrong blocks should not be added to the blockchain, right? For that also, we go for the consensus protocol. Yes. And the third one is a collaborative and participatory. The thing is, as Professor was telling, right, when you have the decentralized mechanism, the whole decentralized mechanism runs with the help of the people, right? So when it runs with the help of the people participation is very, very important, right? So we need to ensure that each and every node takes part in that particular network, each and every decision. That participatory decision is possible only through this consensus mechanism, right? For that also, we go for this, we have this consensus protocol. Of course, not when I say individual node, I'm talking about the individual computers. The computers are called as a node, right? We are not talking about the individual people, right? So then another one is egalitarian. You all know, right? What is egalitarian means? I want to give the blockchain wants to give the uniform opportunity to all of the people. So if there are 100 people over here, all the 100 people should be given a uniform opportunity to take part in the participation. When I say take part in the participation means reading the blockchain, all should be given opportunity, right? Writing a blockchain, all should be given, right? Even the modifying, of course, it's not possible, but still you want to add something, still the equal opportunity. So morning we discussed about the poor versus rich, right? So those kind of, you cannot say that I have a supercomputer, you have a less computer, right? Or those kind of things, distinction should not be there. I want to give equal opportunity for everybody, right? For that also, we go for a consensus mechanism. On the last, but no, I mean, the one thing is very important is incentivization. So incentivization is when the people take part, when somebody acts as a miner, right? And somebody solves the problem, right? I need to give a incentivization, some Bitcoin, some Ether coin, ETH, BTC or something I need to give so that the people will come forward and take part, right? In fact, there are a lot of miners as far as the Bitcoin is concerned. In fact, they also pool each other, meaning let's say that all 100 of us decided to be a miner. So, right, rather than computing with each and every one of you have a computer, rather we combine the power of each and every computer, right? Serial connections, parallel connections. I am sure that all the people knows about it, right? So thereby getting a highest power out of the system, and then we will try to see that is the mining is easily possible or not. So that is why it is called as a pooling, right? So however, right, there are a lot of people goes for a pooling and they create a system to go for mining and they write the software for the mining, right? All those things happens because of the incentivization. In fact, we get a very good incentivization if we are able to do a mining as far as the Bitcoin is concerned, right? So for that also we go for a consensus mechanism. And the last but not the least, preventing the double spending. See, what is double spending? It's very simple concepts which we keep on repeating, right? Say if party A giving the money to digital money to party B, and the same digital money can be given to the party C also, right? Digitally it is possible, right? Maybe physical thing it may not be possible, but yes, we are going for a digital, so we need to avoid double spending. And double spending also playing with somebody's money also. See, that is what the problem with the whole financial system, right? We